Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Bingo Bonanza, live from the double wide of everyone's favorite beauty professional, Hummel figurine collector, and bingo caller, Miss Richfield 1981.
I'd like to tell a story of the prettiest of girls. It's me from Minnesota, in my heels and in my curls. Although my roots were modest, I was destined for the stage. My parents knew they had a star when at an early age. I did not say the word mama, I chose a different line. At just the tender age of 2, I screamed, "Oh, 69!" Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Bingo Bonanza! I'm your hostess, Miss Richfield 1981, and I invite you to stay right where you are and let me bring bingo to you. Oh, it's gonna be a bonanza because we've got a live studio audience and prizes and the Richfield winner spinner and fun, and it's all because bingo makes it better. It really does! Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Now it's your turn, join with me. Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Grab your balls and play, now you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play. I can't hear you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play, hey! And happy 4th of July from Mr. Lewis and Miss Richfield 1981. We're here in P-Town, and we just got settled, and so everything is a little up in the air. But fortunately, I'm always ready with a 4th of July outfit. And I know that Lewis doesn't recognize me. He's reacting very strangely. He's never seen mommy with facial hair. So anyway, there we go. Got to get her all organized here. There we go. It's really, I wore it for the 4th of July parade a couple years ago. And oh yeah. It looks, there we go. Wait, there, fantastic. Oh, getting all ready. Fabulous. I want you to play bingo with me. It's red, white, and bingo as we celebrate the 4th of July. And as I said, I just got into P-Town recently, and I'm going to be starting my show up soon. That's the good news, because here in our fair state, the governor just started phase 3 here in our state. And so we get to have shows, probably just outside, but still. I'm planning to have my show in the parking lot at the Pilgrim House. So that's going to be real fun. And I hope if you come to P-Town, you'll come plan to spend an evening with me. My shows are at 9 o'clock, and the show title is Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows. So anyway, that's what's going on in my life, and I'm a little tuckered out being on the road, but so glad to be here tonight, and so happy that I have my live studio audience with me this evening, and some friends to greet. There they are. They're rolling in one at a time. Everybody waving hello. And Kelly and Natalie, they're calling all the way from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And where in New Hampshire?
So Exeter. So near
Nobody knows New Hampshire. just being polite, you know how I am. So don't go anywhere, girls. You look beautiful. And sitting right next to them is Carol, another beauty there. And I probably have the toilet seat cover that goes with your blouse. It's beautiful. And then Kyle, and then and Carol is coming from all the way down in Texas. How do you say the name of your town in Texas?
Waxahachie, but it's temporary. I actually love Provincetown and Exeter, New Hampshire.
And so you might be coming up and joining Kelly and Natalie and Miss Richfield 1981. Well, we'll keep our eye out. It's not like we're going to miss you with that blouse.
Yeah, right, exactly.
We'll hear you coming first. We'll hear you coming. Okay. So then also Kyle is joining us. He is a member of Erotic, and he's joining us with this little, is it a gerbil? I can't.
It's a hamster. It's a hamster.
It looks, what is it?
It's just a little puppy.
Oh, it's a dog?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, God, you homos. Everything just has to fit into just like, it probably fits into your handbag. That's probably why you got it.
Me.
So, that's nice. So anyway, and then
Right in
Kyle
first.
is from Fort Lauderdale. Well, not from Fort Lauderdale, but that's where he's living. And then we also have Chris. Hi, it says Tiki Chris, though.
I used to bartend at a tiki bar, and I got the nickname.
Oh, so you're Tiki, but you're actually from Hartsdale, New York. Is that correct?
No, from Larchmont, New York.
Oh, you're from Larchmont, New York. Oh, we have two. Oh, I wrote names down. Oh, we've got another Chris. Oh, this is going to be confusing.
2 miles away, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness we got Tiki Chris, and then we've got Richfield Chris with the Richfield. So Tiki Chris is calling us from Larchmont, New York, and Chris, the other Chris, is calling us from Hartsdale, New York. Correct?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm so glad we got New York is really represented, and you know they're opening up our part of the country now. They're opening it up. Because we followed directions, right?
We learned the map.
We followed directions and we were careful. Carol, if you're smart, you'll run for your life.
I know.
Get out of there now. Get out of there with your life if you can. And then when you get here, you got to quarantine yourself for like a month and a half.
Yeah, I know.
See it till September 15th. But in the meantime, let's talk to Chris. Who is my dear, dear friend who I feel like I haven't seen Chris in a month of Sundays, as we used to say back home, because Chris and I, the last time we saw each other was at the trivia, and that was last week.
It feels like forever ago.
I know, and we're used to seeing each other at least twice a week, sometimes more than twice a week. And anyway, look at my cool hat. Isn't that nice? It really looks sharp.
You look amazing. You really look amazing.
It's really fantastic. At the last, I was a little jostled when I got on because my old cat uses the litter box and does not cover. And so you probably saw me escape from the screen.
I did. I was wondering what happened. I
had to go cover, or I wasn't going to breathe for the next hour. So I quickly covered, and I grabbed Lewis, and I came back. And so if I seem a little disheveled. And then I was in Rehoboth Beach last week, and now I'm in P-Town, old P-Town. Chris, have you been to P-Town?
I have, and I can't wait to come see you because I'll be there in a bit. Actually,
Are you coming? You're going to join us?
Yeah.
When are you going to be here?
So I'll be there early September, assuming they'll let us out of Florida because we don't.
Early September.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
that's quarantine and everything. You know, they won't let us out of Florida at this point.
You and Carol will get here at the same time. That's great. Well, Carol's going to get here earlier, but she's not going to be able to talk to anybody. But you're waiting long enough. You'll be fine. And so tell us, Chris, a little bit about how the evening works so that people
it is.
know what's going on.
A ton of fun, and I'm so glad we're all back for this. If people haven't already, they want to go to Play Bingo Bonanza to get their free cards to play along.
And that's free. That doesn't cost anything.
They're free, and then there's 3. So there's 3 cards that you get to play every single round. So we play 3 games, 3 cards every game. It's a lot of chances to hopefully win. And if you win, you're going to get the first place winner gets a custom video greeting from you, Miss Richfield. They're absolutely hilarious and a ton of fun. And then our second place will get a face mask, which is equally fun. So those are pretty amazing. And I bet, by the way, they can probably also get those in the Miss Richfield store. Is that right? I think yes, they can. So you definitely want to check that out. And certainly all kinds of really fun Miss Richfield gear available there. And a couple more things real quick. We love having new friends at Bingo. So if you haven't already, click the little share button and you can share and invite some friends. Whoever invites the most in the Bingo 2 weeks from now, we'll announce who they are. And they're also going to win one of those fabulous masks. And last but certainly not least, we are so excited to bring this to you. And it takes a team of 5 to do that. And so to help support that, there's a little there's a tip button at the bottom of your card. We are grateful for your support. It makes all this possible. And you can also Venmo at Richfield Tips. That's a new account. It's at Richfield Tips. It would mean a lot. It really helps support us. So thank you.
Yeah, it's been kind of a crazy time for us. And even though we're going to be able to probably have shows. We don't know for sure if we're even going to be performing even outdoors yet. So it's been a lot of time of doing this, which has been wonderful. But if you can help us pay for this, it really would be helpful. And I do not have Naomi with me. She's back in Richfield, and I offered to buy her a bus fare, but she I don't even say this nicely. She drinks too much to take the bus. So what I've decided to do is I'm opening the games myself with this. Yes, and that means we're starting bingo, and we're going to start with bingo game 1. That's 1 of 3. We're going to play 1, 2, 3 tonight. The first one's always bingo in any direction. So it can go up or down. You can go across, or you can do diagonally in any direction, any 5 in a row. And let's start out with the free space, okay? Always start with the free space. And then, you've already got one, right? You're already ready to go. So let me get the balls rolling here. There we go. And you haven't played bingo for a while. And so I've really missed all of you, and I've missed our bingo, and I missed our time together so much. And I'm glad I get to do it from P-Town because I'm sort of lonesome. In fact, look at this. I have a home sweet home little pillow behind me here to support my back, and because I'm missing home already. But this makes me feel at home when I'm with all of you playing bingo. So let's start with B4. B4, everybody. If you have B4, go whee! Because that means you're lucky and you're starting out the game lucky. Yeah, if you have the first number, that's always a good sign. And then we're going to go to the N column, N39, N39. And I'd like to talk to Natalie and Kelly, if I could, for just a moment. Natalie and Kelly. Ladies, how are you? You're all dressed up. You look very festive.
Thank you.
And we really can't do a whole lot except dress up and get online right now. We're not having any fireworks or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And up there, New Hampshire then. So are you in the central part of New Hampshire? Or?
No, we're on the seacoast.
Oh, are you in the water?
On the water, close to the water.
It's beautiful up there. I have to say, I-30. I have to say one thing I love about your state, and I have traveled through your state, never stopping. I've never stopped in your state, but I have traveled through your state. And one of the things I absolutely love is that you don't have any signs, any billboards.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
It's like, and I was realizing like, wow, there's a lot of trees here. And it's not that there's that many trees, it's just that there's nothing blocking the trees. And so it's absolutely a beautiful place. And if anybody, and Vermont, and that whole area up there is so, so pretty. You're so lucky to live in such a beautiful place. I-27. And how have you, now what are you going to do on the 4th of July since we can't be going out watching fireworks? Do you have any plans?
No, hanging with family, I guess.
Barbecue.
Yeah, socially distanced.
And how long you two gals been together? 72. 72.
We're not actually together.
Oh, you're not? Oh,
No.
What's the situation then?
We're friends.
Okay, that's what you're calling it. Okay, so friends. Okay, so that's good. That's it. Well, you're just darling together. You really are. You're welcome. G52. G52.
I'm in P-Town in August.
How you're going to come to P-Town?
Yeah, really.
Well, I hope you will, because by August, for sure, we'll be doing a show. I don't know when. It's kind of crazy around here, though. It is really crazy. I don't know if it's crazy where you live, but people are just a little bit, everyone's wearing masks, which is good. But everyone's wearing masks in P-Town. And are they wearing masks up where you live?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are. Yes.
Right? And that's why we can be out and about, because we're being careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And what type of work do you gals do? N31.
I'm in sales.
Yeah, and I own my own company.
And what kind of company do you own?
I'm a social media manager, so I do social media for small businesses.
I have no idea what that is. Okay. G58. But it sounds like it's social, and you seem like the type of person who's very social.
Love it, yeah.
And what does the other one do? That's Natalie, right? That owns her own business?
Yes, I'm in sales.
And then Kelly, now hang on a minute, Kelly. Don't leave. I gotta get a couple more balls together. So what do you do, Kelly?
I'm in sales.
Oh, you're selling things. G46. What type of things you selling? G46.
Lighting.
What are you selling?
Lighting.
Lighting.
Light bulbs. Yes.
Light bulbs.
Yes.
Well, that sort of stops the conversation. I was going to follow up to that, but I've never met a light bulb salesperson before. Well, that's good. Well, I guess we all need light bulbs.
You do need light bulbs.
The only thing is, you don't need to change your light bulbs anymore. I haven't bought a light bulb in years.
That's what we're working for.
Exactly. So don't go anywhere. Stay right where you are, because I want to bring Carol in. Can you bring Carol in with us? Because I just want it to be all the gals.
Oh, yeah.
Gals. I don't want any of the guys. Just the ladies. Just the ladies. So, Carol, do you need any light bulbs?
Not now.
Yeah, me either. I know. I wish we could help out Kelly.
Right.
You like
It's
to help
adorable.
the kids. Isn't
That's
that the
absolutely,
strangest
they're adorable.
thing? Well, what do you do for work, Carol?
Well-
60. Hold on a minute. 61. 61. What do you do for work down there in Texas?
Well, I'm a retired high school educator, and I have just sort of a fun online business to just keep me active and involved in meeting new people. Can I show you where I met you, Miss Richfield?
Oh,
Yes.
This
Oh, my word. That looks like, is that in P-Town?
this is in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Oh, we were in Mexico.
Yes.
That would explain why I've got that look on my face. I can't understand anything that anyone says. So that's why we visited, but I couldn't understand you. I-23, which is too bad, but now your English is great. I can understand you now. It's fine. How long ago was that, Carol, that we met down there? I haven't been down to Mexico for a little while.
That was February of 2015. And my son and son-in-law took me there to your show. And I just thought you were the most amazing entertainer I had ever seen.
Isn't that Carol great?
Yes.
I mean, for a gal, she's really pretty smart. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, do we have a bingo? Oh, no, not yet. Hang on a minute. I-22, don't go anywhere. I-22, everybody. I-22. So, Carol, so you were teaching in high school? Is that what you were doing before?
Yes.
And what were you teaching?
Well, I had my master's in high school special education. So I went in the classroom and did a lot of different courses.
Oh, I would have had you as a teacher. Isn't that the thing to do? And 45. Just think of that. If I was down in Texas, I would have. You could have been one of my teachers. So
Well,
I'm wondering, what year did you girls graduate from high school, Kelly and Natalie?
99.
Wow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And both of you, 1999?
No.
No.
Oh.
I got in 1981.
So Natalie didn't graduate from high
No,
school?
I'm gonna say
A little
maybe
later.
Oh, 74. Oh, 74.
earlier.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing, you have your own business.
That's true.
I mean, if you're going to sell light bulbs and be, professional, you have to graduate from high school. But whatever you're doing, you probably don't need that. And 40. Why waste your time doing something you really don't need? You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, but teachers, I see somebody, Connie said teachers are amazing. And I have to say, our teachers, I don't know about you gals, but it's been a few years, probably 20 some years since I've been in school. And I can still remember those teachers that meant so much to me, that helped me, and made, good. Hang on a minute, we got to go. Nobody move. Everybody stay where you are. Now, Chris, look at this. It's still all ladies in a way. I'm kidding, Chris. I'm kidding. You're a big old homo. Thank you, Chris, for popping in, because we were starting to talk about light bulbs. Just a little too much.
We may have had a bingo a while ago, but I was like checking to see if I needed new light bulbs or sleep.
Right. We're running around the house just checking.
Yes.
Smart. Turn the light switch on and off a couple times. Make sure. Okay. So we have two bingos?
Two bingos. So our first bingo is Robert from Wilson, North Carolina. And
Robert?
That's right.
From North Carolina.
And our second is Michael from Dallas.
And Michael from Dallas. Hot dog, we got a wiener!
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
That's right, we're grabbing our balls and we're playing some bingo here on our red, white, and bingo broadcast here. And by the way, this is, I think, our 22nd bingo that we've had so far. I know it's been a lot of bingos, and I just love each and every one because I get to meet new friends. And one of the things that I just do want to give you a quick reminder of is we've made it easy for you to just give us a little something to help keep us going over the summer months. We're only on Thursdays, and so next week will be Trivia Shack on Thursday, and then the week after that will be bingo again. So we're going to go every other one just on Thursdays for the summertime. We'll probably pick it up twice a week back in the fall. But people are out and about now, every place except down where you are, Chris. I think that's the only place people are stuffed inside again because you didn't listen, which
Sad.
is a shame.
I know.
That's a shame. It's a real shame. And so anyway, Chris, and I know that Kyle is going to help us out this evening.
By
And
special request, by the way, we got many requests for Kyle to come back. I have no idea why.
I'm not drooling. I'm just trying to get the hair out of my mouth. Because it is a petroleum product, my hair. So I can't eat it, or it takes 7 years to digest. And then I have to mark it on the calendar and put the strainer in the bathroom, the spaghetti strainer, make sure I pass it, because you want to pass it. So anyway, but I am drooling a little bit too because I've actually seen Kyle perform. He's with a wonderful group called Erotic, and we're going to see a little bit more of them, hopefully too. But what kind of Kyle? What kind of arrangement do you think we should have for you to be able to perhaps show us a little bit of your beautiful erotic physique?
Well, last time we kind of did it like a tip scheme. So I think the more tips, what do you think, Chris? The more tips, the more clothing comes off?
Yes, the answer is yes. Yes.
Hang on, I was just giving me my wallet. I was just grabbing.
Venmoing yourself money. I love that.
Yeah. I'm tipping.
Oh, that counts. That counts in the total.
And you're in Fort Lauderdale, but your beloved is way over in Spain, right?
Yeah. So Stefan is still in Spain. He's actually working on a show. We're doing an erotic show in Sitges this summer. And I was supposed to be in the cast, but unfortunately the borders are locked. So I'm stuck here.
Oh, and you're from Florida.
And I'm from Florida.
Yeah, that's another reason you can't
Not
go.
helping. Not helping.
You're an American and you're from Florida.
Yeah.
And you know what, though, is that I'm glad, though, that they're able to operate over there. And we're going to get a little preview of that in just a bit. But first,
stay tuned. Everyone stay tuned.
In just a bit. But first, we have to do the spinner, winner. And unfortunately, I couldn't find the artwork that I was supposed to have. So we're going to spin the spinner. And it's a 4th of July question we're going to ask. And we don't know what it's going to be. It stopped on lesbians. It stopped on two women who are getting to know one another. You probably see them there. And Chris, I'm wondering what kind of 4th of July lesbian question do we have?
It's very appropriate, I think. It's what's your favorite part of the 4th of July? Is it fireworks, picnics, parades, or other, which I guess could be lesbians? That's the top.
That could be on the list, right?
That's
Our
right.
friends from New Hampshire.
Our friends.
Right, exactly. Well, while they're
By the way, there is the other. Type in anything else that you think we should have had up there, like lesbians, and maybe we'll put it up on the show.
Exactly. And while they're doing that, I want to go to Hartsdale, New York, and talk to Joe, the Goose Whisperer. Are you really a goose whisperer?
Well, actually, Joe is my husband. He's still at work. I'm Chris. But yes, I am.
Oh.
I do feel like I am a goose whisperer.
Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me write this down. Holy smoke! Look at my pen.
Oh, I love her.
Isn't that great? I'm gonna cross out your husband's name. Which one is he? He's Joe?
Yeah, he's Joe.
And you're Chris.
Yeah, I'm one of the 3 Chris's.
Oh, right. I'm crossing Joe out until if he comes back, let me know. I'll write him back in again.
All right.
But I don't want to be confused. You know, I get easily confused sometimes. So tell me about this. So your husband's the goose whisperer?
No, I am.
Oh, you're the goose
I am.
whisperer. And what do you do as a goose whisperer?
They just were very friendly. Everyone's always saying, "Oh, geese are so mean," and we have.
They're nasty. They're nasty.
They're not nasty.
Oh,
They're-
they are. They're nasty.
And
I
they're
still
angry.
have a mark where a goose bit me. And let me tell you, I had to. Well, okay, I will tell you this much. I'm not going to tell you a lot, but I will tell you that I had a bit of a time in rural Minnesota, working in rural Minnesota before my beauty career really took off, and I started doing classy things like bingo online. But before that, it was really crazy, and I was out in a farming area, and I never had a problem with farm dogs. You know, farm dogs, they can be really nasty.
Yeah.
Never had a problem with the farm dog, not once. But you know what I had a problem with? Where I could have used your husband? It was a goose. I got chased by a goose. Have you ever been chased by a goose?
No,
I was like, I grabbed my handbag and ran for the door. Well, they get between you and you can't go anywhere. It's like they're smart. They sort of wait until you're like far away from the bus stop, but not quite to the door.
Right.
And that goose chased me and bit me. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I still have the scar. It's just my pantyhose are so expensive, which reminds me, don't forget to tip. My pantyhose are so expensive and so beautiful. Oh, my word. You have a picture of us?
Last year.
Oh, that is last year.
Yes.
Because I had the hearts and the smiley face, the emoji.
Yeah.
Because, and you remember what we talked about? We talked about gender last year.
Yep.
That was our big thing. And you've got a Miss Richfield t-shirt on, and we're not selling those t-shirts anymore. We have a new sponsor in P-Town, Cool as a Moose. They've got all new designs, and one of the designs is the name of the guy behind you. Turn around. Yeah. Turn around. You see the name behind you? All the way. Turn all the way around. What does it say?
Warhol, Maryland?
Warhol. Yeah, they've got me in a Warhol. I know. They got me in a Warhol painting. One of the T-shirts and the magnets is the Warhol.
Oh, I need to get
that cool?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably much like the one you've got there. What's the one you've got? Yeah, it's similar, only there's just 4 of me. Because we're on a budget. We were on a budget. We couldn't really afford all 18, you know, like you've got. I mean, we don't have money like you homos do. We live in a much more modest, you know, which reminds me, don't forget to tip. So anyway, so don't go anywhere, okay? Oh, look I love Cool as a Moose from my home state of Maine. So anyway, they're right on the corner in P-Town. You coming to P-Town this year?
Well, hopefully later, like maybe August, September. We're supposed to come in June. This is the first time. If we don't come, it'll be the first time in almost 15 years that we haven't.
You gotta come. What are you gonna do on the 4th of July? Because then we're gonna talk about that now.
Staying home.
Are you gonna do anything? What's your favorite thing to do, Chris?
Play the piano.
No, I mean on the 4th of July. Try to stay on target. Work with me here. My gosh, you should sell light bulbs. Anyway, don't go anywhere. Stay where you are. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't leave. So Chris, and the other Chris, I mean, there's about 14 Chris's. I say Chris, and the screen just fills up with people. So there's another Chris. Yes. So Chris, how did everyone else say? Now, that Chris likes to play the piano on the 4th of July.
Playing piano was not one of the top results. That was not one of the top results.
No, not even close.
Yeah, it was fireworks with more than half, 53% said fireworks.
Oh, so really? Because I would have said parade.
So here's the weird thing. Apparently, I thought us gays loved a good parade. That was the least at 8%.
You're kidding.
I think they've never seen a parade with you in it, and that's really the problem.
Well, I'll tell you, I have never been to a parade that I haven't been in. Because I have been in parades.
But somehow always in.
Oh, look at lesbians. Susan says lesbians in red, white, and blue are her favorite things on the 4th of July. Lesbian picnics. You're right. We should have included lesbians. BBQs. Hi, Paul Reichert. And wieners. Oh, yeah, wieners. Hello. I know, speaking of wieners, I don't have any. I got to get wieners. I know, I don't have any wieners for Lewis. That's why he's not showing up.
That's why he didn't like you earlier, because you didn't have wieners.
Well, he wasn't the one that did the mess. It was the old cat that, I'm telling you, it's bad when the whole house. Well, I have a tiny little place, but still. Anyway, so Chris, you tell Joe that you got to come to P-Town this year, and you get here, okay?
Yeah.
And it has to be before the middle of September because I leave in the middle of September, okay?
I'll bring a goose.
Yeah. Yeah, well, then make sure and bring the whisperer. I don't want to be bitten again. I don't need to be bitten again.
I'm the whisperer.
We're going to go on to our next game, I think. Is it time to go into our next game, Chris? I'm so confused. Where are we here? Oh, yeah, that is right. So game 2 is our very special themed game. It is the 4th of July game, actually. And before we start that, want to remind you that before we start the game, so if you want to do a little tip, go ahead and do it. And remember, we do share that amongst us all. And it is that time of year where we're all like a little short because of all my traveling and not working. It's crazy. So hopefully that'll change in a week here or so. And it's going to be the 4th of July. So we're going to make a 4. And when you make the 4, you do use your free space, okay? So use the free space, but we're not going to call all the letters, okay? And I want to bring the other Chris from Larchmont, New York. I want to bring him on. And Chris, can you tell me what letters we will not be calling when we make a 4?
The I and the G?
No, actually, that is 100% wrong. You're not even close. Okay. But, at the same time, you're very cheerful and very upbeat. And I feel like you're trying,
Right.
Let's try something other than my patience. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to call everything but B's and O's.
Right. Now I got you.
Right. B's and O's. But I think, and then we also don't need the N's.
No,
so you were saying the only numbers we're going to call are I's and G's. That's what you were saying. So you were right after all. Good job. It's I's and G's. I thought you didn't call I's and G's. I was really confused. So don't go anywhere. Let me get some balls here because we're only going to call I's and G's. I's and G's, everybody. Don't forget to mark your free space because if you mark your free space, you're already started. You're already going to win, okay? So we're just going to call I's and G's, and we're going to start with I-19. I-19. We all love to hear that. I-19. And so we're not going to call O. There we go. But just I's and G's, thanks to Chris. And Chris, you're all by yourself there in Larchmont?
Joey's with me, but he's not feeling too well tonight.
Oh, no. And hang on a minute. Okay, everyone. I-21. I-21. What's he not feeling good about? What's going on?
Stomach.
Oh, dear. I hope he's okay.
He is.
I hope he doesn't have this crazy, this disease that's going around. This chlamydia 19 is bad. It's
no chlamydia. No chlamydia, no COVID.
Well, I had the chlamydia 17, so I'm hoping that I don't get the chlamydia 19, What are we calling again? Oh, yeah, G's, right? Okay. G51. G51, everybody. G51. What are you doing on the 4th of July up there in Larchmont? Where is Larchmont?
It's right outside of Manhattan.
It is?
Westchester, right on Long Island Sound. Pretty little town.
So you're close to Manhattan, are you?
Yep.
G60. G60. So you have money. That's good. Because that's an expensive place to live.
Squeaking by.
It's beautiful, though. I bet is it a pretty area out there to Long Island?
It's a really pretty little, I'm not on Long Island.
Hang on, I can't hear you because the balls, I'm lining up the balls. Hang on a minute. So don't leave. Okay, so not N's. I don't need N's. But I's, right? Yes, I's. So I-27. I-27. Now, so you live out there in Long Island?
No, I'm across the sound from Long Island. I'm in Westchester.
Oh. That doesn't sound as nice. Okay, I-23. I-23. So, and what do you do for work that keeps you out there?
I touch people for money and I make drinks.
Oh, wow. That sounds like Kyle, actually, from Erotic, actually, if you know Kyle. So I-16. Actually, he flies through the air with the greatest of ease. Have you ever seen the Erotic guys?
Not yet, but I can't wait.
They're amazing. They are amazing. They fly, and they really do. They fly through the air. They're just beautiful, and they're beautiful to look at. But then it's amazing to watch them do all the. I mean, I spend most of my time with my hands covering my face because I'm so afraid they're going to fall. You know. So remember, it's just I's and G's. Okay, G54. And so, you're are you massaging people then? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, I'm a massage therapist.
Are you? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Because massage is real nice. You know, that's important. I mean, you could be probably selling light bulbs, but you're not.
Yeah, aim high.
I know. But how long have you been doing massage?
About 14 years now.
Oh, goodness sakes. So that's a pretty good business for you then. Hold on a minute. I got to get organized. Hold on. I'm only calling 2 letters thanks to you. I would have been calling a lot more letters, but thank God you saved the day right there. I-18, everybody. Oh, yeah. So remember, it's the 4th of July. We're going to make the number 4, okay? We're just making the number 4. Don't make it harder than it is, okay? Just the number 4. Oh, we got a bunch of colors it's really kind of Christmassy. We need red and green. So here's another one. I-26. How long are you with your partner? Is that something? Are you together, you two?
Yeah, we live together. We've been living together about 2 years now, a little over 2 years.
Oh, isn't that nice? And
It
you
is
both
nice.
are not known for successful relationships, so that's great. G49. Probably not your first time at the rodeo, I'm guessing.
No.
What's different about this time? What's different about Joe? And you can talk about him. You can talk about him like he's not here, because he's not here. So hang on a minute. G58. What's different about Joe?
We're always at peace.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really awesome.
That's kind of spectacular to always be at peace.
It's really spectacular.
Speaking of that, look at this. We've got a bingo. Okay, who is the bingo, Chris? Who is the bingo?
So our bingo is David from Cathedral City, California.
David from Cathedral City, California?
That's right.
And just one?
Just one.
All right. Hot dog, we got a winner. Play that song.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Grabbing my balls right now, put them back in because we got one more game. But before we do that, I want to tell you that I am going to be getting my show ready for P-Town, and I'm super excited to be doing that. But in order to do that, I do need to sort of catch up on some bills because work has been sparse, and you've all been so generous. So this is a good time because we're between games. If you've got a minute, just drop us a little bit of money. We do share it. There's 5 of us. Chris in Fort Lauderdale, my friend Joe in Minneapolis, Eli in Philly, who's helping with Facebook. Thank you, Eli. And then Matt, my manager, who's down there near Chris, but my manager is celebrating his birthday today. And we're not going to talk about how old he is. In fact, I can think of 58 reasons we're not talking about how old Matt is, okay? Because he's very fussy about his age, and he colors his hair and might do Botox. I don't know. So anyway, but Chris, I know that you have got something sort of important you want to share with us, and I might need to just run to the ladies' room and scratch in the sandbox, if you don't mind.
Fair enough. So there's a lot of exciting things to share. First, I want to start by thanking our bingo boosters. So these are the people that have really shown their support and generosity to the show, which we really appreciate. So that includes Mike from Atlanta, William from Chicago, Jamie from Minneapolis, Paul from Pittsburgh, and Colleen from Hoffman Estate. We definitely appreciate all of you. And then there's a couple of other exciting announcements. One, I strongly would love for everyone to check out the Coco Peru show. Casa Coco 3 is coming up. It's Wednesday, July 8th. So it's just this upcoming Wednesday, live at 8 p.m. Eastern. There's going to be Chichi Devane from RuPaul, as well as Allison Janney will be joining us. You can get your free ticket at Casa Coco Live. And then just as, and maybe even more exciting, I might say, is the erotic show coming up, which, if I understand, I think Kyle may even be in this one. And I think we actually have a short video from erotic. So that would be a great thing to show if we have that video.
Well, that looks like something I'm going to be putting on my calendar because Stefan and the whole crew there is so amazing. And one of the things I love about my 4th of July celebration is music. I love the patriotic music. And I wanted to share a tune with you today on this old friend. This is my musical saw. And I always like to say that saws, oftentimes cut things apart. But this is a magic saw that brings people together. And I want to play you a little tune. So hang on a minute, just in case the children are watching or the lesbians. So there we go. Okay, so with no further ado, let me share with you one of my very favorite songs. Here it comes. It's coming. Don't worry. It's Sing with me. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed her grace on thee, and crown thy good with sisterhood, from sea to shining sea. Isn't that beautiful? I love that song. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I gotta turn down the music. That's the end. I think I'm dead. My thumb doesn't work on the touchpad anymore like it used to. Well, Anyway, isn't that a beautiful tune, though? America the Beautiful.
Beautiful. It was.
And sometimes, Chris, it feels like it's hard to be patriotic. You know, it's hard to, but you know what? We have to love where we live. And in order to love it and be proud of it, we got to get involved.
That's right.
And we got to vote. You got to be counted in the census. You know, there's so many responsibilities that we have to do. And if you haven't been counted in the census, it's not too late. I did mine really late. But they'll actually send people around to talk to you at your house. But if you can do it, even now, you can still either get on the computer or you can fill it out by paper and mail that in. But anyway, I know you're involved a little bit too in politics, and I'm going to move back over to my bingo thing here.
Well, you're getting all set. So,
and I'm going to get organized. But tell them what you're doing, Chris.
Sure. So that was unplanned, but sure, I'm happy to. So I'm actually running for office here in Wilton Manors, which is actually not far from where Kyle is. So and where Matt is. And I'm delighted, by the way, to hear that there are 58 reasons why we can't talk about Matt's age, because I was wondering about that. And so I will be sure to send him a text following this. And by the way, thank you everyone for showing your that's absolutely true about voting and having a blue wave. Thank you everyone so far for tipping. You can still tip. We are excited about the fireworks that Kyle will present at the end of the show. And if you didn't see him last time, it is well worth the wait. So don't go anywhere for that one. So there's still time to tip. At the bottom of your card, you can hit any amount that's comfortable for you, whatever you can do. We absolutely appreciate it. And you can also Venmo at Richfield Tips. So that would be really wonderful. And we really greatly appreciate it.
And you know what, Chris? I have my magic mirror up now. I wasn't sure I had my magic mirror with me.
Thank God.
I was afraid I might have forgotten it. Because when I look through my magic mirror, I can see everybody, not just Natalie and and the light bulb gal and Chris and Carol and all that, but I can see everybody. In fact, I can see Will from New York. I can see you. And tomorrow's your birthday. Congratulations! Tomorrow's is your birthday, Will from New York, and James from Michigan, and Todd from LA. Hi, Todd. Say hi to my friend Larry out there in LA. And Stephen from Minneapolis. Oh, Stephen. Oh, I'm homesick just saying that. So take care of Minneapolis for me and Richfield. Shop at the Hub this summer. Stephanie from New Hampshire. Well, we got a big New Hampshire crowd tonight. And Don from Houston. And is it ML from New Bedford, Massachusetts. And Brandon from Toronto. And Brandon invited lots of friends to watch too. Hi, Brandon's friends. And Stephen from Stephen Hargrove from San Francisco. Hi, Stephen. And Mark Bubbles from Boston. Oh, and Boston's not far away from where I am right now because I'm in P-Town. That's just a little bit of and there's Brandon. Hi, Brandon. And from Canada. I know. So everything's in metric. I know it's hard to figure that one out. But I'll do my best. I can't do math in my head. And Dwight, hi there. And Michael from Dallas, all the way down there in Dallas. You take care of yourself and you stay healthy. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Okay, here we go. This is for all my friends down there, down south. Wear a mask. Okay, wear a mask. There we go. Wear a mask. All right, because that's going to help keep you healthy, and it's going to keep other people healthy too. And I know there's so many others of you. I know there's some of you who aren't feeling well. I'm thinking of Joe tonight that couldn't even be on with our bingo. There's some of you out there that aren't feeling well, and there's some of you that are unemployed, and you're still not getting your jobs back, or your businesses aren't starting. And like me, it's delayed. And you're waiting. And I'm thinking about you, and I'm saying hi to you, and I'm hoping you're doing better. And I just want you to know we're all in this together, okay? So if you're not feeling good or you're feeling sad, we want you to just say hello and look at my sparkly mirror, and hopefully you feel a little bit better knowing Miss Richfield looking at you and wishing you well. So I'm going to set Magic Mirror down because we got one more game that we have to play before we leave tonight. And that is our game of Lucky 7 and we're playing Lucky 7 tonight because it's the 7th month. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July is number 7. And so we thought, why not play Lucky 7? Now, Lucky 7 means that we're going to be calling all of the letters. Okay, all of the letters. And Natalie and Kelly, if you could come back for just a moment and help me out. Just for a moment while I get reorganized here. Could you come back I don't know, are you, oh good, oh, so you're back. I didn't know that light bulb career I thought maybe would call you away at any moment. You know? And I thought, you could be called away on a light bulb emergency.
It happens, yes.
Thank God you're still here. So, and I'm wondering, ladies, are we going to be using the free space for the Lucky 7?
No.
Not today.
Not tonight.
We're not?
No.
Oh, we're not. Oh, you're right. Oh, my word. You're absolutely right. We're not using free space. And what does that mean then? How many do I have to get?
7.
7. But I could really get 7 of any particular order, right? Just 7 on my card.
Totally.
Right? Exactly. So don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Bring Carol up so we can have just a little hen party, just the ladies, just for a moment. And I'm getting a few, look how they line up like this. It's just so lovely. It's just so lovely. I love the color. I love all the colors of my bingo balls, which are not nearly as colorful as Carol's blouse, which is really fantastic, Carol. B4, everybody, B4. There we are, B4. Before we leave tonight, somebody's going to win our 3rd and final game. And we might, I have to ask Chris. Chris, come on with the girls. Chris fits in pretty nicely.
Hi,
I
girls.
forgot to ask about, are we going to be able to see Kyle maybe?
So we are
17. I'm 17. Kyle looks like he's 17, doesn't he? I know. Isn't that hard to believe? And Matt's such an old dog. Isn't that something? 58. Woo! That is old. So, how many tips do we need to get?
6 more tips. We are almost there.
How many more tips we need to get Kyle? I don't want to say naked because we can't do that, but 6 more?
6 more.
6 more. Carol, you're on a fixed income, but if you could tip quickly.
I'm good.
Wow, thank you, Kelly and Natalie.
And 39. And 39. Yeah, or what about you, Natalie, with that lucrative light bulb thing?
I'm on it.
Kelly, right?
Yeah, I'm the light bulb chick. I already did it.
You both look like you might sell light bulbs. I know. Really something. Not just Natalie, or not just Kelly. Is it Kelly that sells the light bulb?
Kelly, yeah.
Okay, got it. Right. And then Carol, what else do you do online? You said you got some kind of, racket going. Hang on a minute. I-30, everybody. I-30. And I see you've got a cross up in the background there, and maybe a picture of the Last Supper or something. What is in the background there? Are you religious? Are you a religious person, Carol?
This is not my space. I'm in somebody else's space. And if you want me to answer that honestly, I'm more spiritual.
I am too. I am more spiritual as well.
I know that. I know that.
Well, I'm Lutheran, so we haven't taken the whole Jesus thing that seriously since the 80s. Really. It hasn't been, it's working out. That big tent philosophy. Everybody just show up and have a nice time. We'll have coffee and donuts and, sing a few hymns and G51. And, but Carol, what kind of a thing you got going online?
Well, it's actually quite an amazing thing. I buy everything from my own store and get paid to do that. And I show other people how to do the same thing. It's a lot of fun.
It sounds like you're selling light bulbs. It just
well, we have about 50 million things, so I'm sure light bulbs are there somewhere.
Right, there you go. See, we're making connections. This is what this is about. We're connecting. See, now, Kelly, you should get a hold of, what's her name down there? In Wichita, Muchi, Texas. How do you say the name of your Texas town?
Well, it's not really mine, but I'm here temporarily, and it's Waxahachie, and I raise my boys on Cape Cod, so we went to Provincetown quite often in September after all the tourists were gone.
Yeah, it is a beautiful, isn't it it's a beautiful time, though.
Absolutely.
It's my favorite time, but part of the reason it's my favorite time is because my shows, kind of come to an end and I can actually enjoy Cape Cod.
Yeah,
because when I'm working, I don't, it's sort of like you, Kelly, with your light bulbs, it's like you turn on the light at home, it just feels like work. It just feels like I'm still at work. I'm still at, So what do you light a candle, or something, I suppose. Anyway, and 32. But I'm super happy for you, Carol, that you're keeping busy. And what's the name of your website or whatever? That can we go and buy things at your store?
Yeah, sure you can. It's shop.com/CA Parker.
Really? And then
Really?
you go to your site, do you sell things? You sell pantyhose that with the reinforced
Oh, of
toes?
course. Yes, of course.
Because let me tell you, I got to show you my shoe. Can you see my shoe?
Yes.
Do you see that it's got duct tape on it? Do you see that? Can you see the duct tape holding my shoe together? This is why I need you to tip today. Look at this. Can you see that? The sole of the shoe was coming off, and I almost killed myself. I had to go to the other room. I almost died on my way to the other room because the whole front of the shoe fell off. So, and I just thought, well, I'll just tape it together and hope to God people tip generously tonight so I can buy another pair of shoes. Because, these aren't cheap, These are, these are like $40 a pair. It's like $20 a shoe. I wish they would let me just buy one shoe at a time, though. Because I don't really need to replace both of them, but G47. And then while we're just talking, I want to bring in Chris, Chris from Hartsdale, that Chris, who has a partner named Joe. It's like everyone's Chris and Joe tonight. Chris and Joe. So I just thought we'd fold you in with our gals.
Of course. Happy to be here.
And what type of work do you do there, Chris?
I work at a piano store, retail, a project manager.
Now, Carol, do you sell pianos on your website?
Well, I haven't looked that up, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you might. Wow, you can get anything online.
That's exactly right. Over 50 million items.
And 40. Now, I also want to know, so you sell pianos. Is that, so you play piano too?
Yeah.
I love that. You must have loved my rendition of America the Beautiful. Wasn't that lovely?
It was killing.
Did you hear it? Sometimes you can't hear it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Oh gosh. It's a beautiful tune though. And it's hard to be patriotic sometimes, when things are going to HE double hockey sticks. I mean, I hate to swear with the girls online, but hang on a minute. But we still have to work hard to be proud of our country, right? And vote and be counted. Have you all been counted in the census, hopefully?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you done your censusing? I didn't know what to do. I got one in P-Town where I rent in P-Town. I'm not sure what to do. So because I'm not here that much. So I don't know. Do I contact them? I don't know. Somebody will know. Oh, hi, Chris.
Hi, we have bingos.
I know. How many bingos have we got?
Well, so we had more than two, but the first two are the ones that matter the most.
Okay, right. But then the others just have the joy of knowing that they won but didn't ring in soon enough to win a prize, but still...
Still, they're kind of a winner in their own
kind of
way.
yeah.
Yes.
It's sort of like selling light bulbs. Oh, God, I think we've run that into the ground.
I actually have a feeling that light bulb sales are going to go up after tonight.
I think so, too.
I know. I should have stock in Sylvania.
One light bulb. I didn't
Really? Hey, how do you know? Yeah, Sylvania.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll talk about this after Sunday. So we have two winners. They are both named Russell.
I love that name.
It's a great
That's
name.
a beautiful name that you don't hear often enough.
I would agree with that, Miss Richfield.
Yes.
So our first Russell is from Astoria. And our
Astoria, that's near New York City.
Yes. And our second is from West Wareham, which is Massachusetts.
Oh, that's on Cape Cod.
Yeah.
Or just on Cape Cod. Just on Cape Cod.
You can't get anything past Carol. Hi, we've got a leader.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Well, it's for the way. I hate to say it, but it's that time. It's for the. I think we got enough tips, didn't we?
I think so.
Let's do this.
Is very, very extraordinary. Each is even more than anyone that you adore.
Oh my word! He's frozen!
Kyle!
Kelly, start taking your clothes off. Oh, never mind.
Woo!
Whoa.
There we go!
America the Beautiful!
He is beautiful, isn't he? He's fantastic. I want to thank all of you tonight, all of you at home that watched. And of course, my girl. Oh, the show's still going on! Woo! There we are. I love you, Kyle. It's the way you look. Oh, it's for the only one I see. He is very, very extraordinary. It is even more than anyone that you adore. Love. Oh, you guys, great bingo. I'm going to be in P-Town all summer.
Yay.
He's just a good, funny, campy.
And I also want to thank all my wonderful guests. Thank you so much, everybody.